Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm waiting for the wheel to finish. Okay, cool. We're super live. All right. Let me take one more sip of my coffee. Hi. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend or week and weekends last week. We survived. So let's celebrate today. We get to start off a new week and new chapters and new intentions. Yay! Okay, so real quickly, I do want to talk about sex. I know what a crazy topic to talk on a Monday, but I'm so for it. Um, First, I want to talk about something that I posted on Facebook over the weekend that I need to kind of clarify and set the record straight, so to speak. So, my local news channel here in San Diego shared on Facebook the surveillance video of the alleged kidnapper here in at the Costco parking lot. And yeah, it was pretty scary. He went up to the car, opened it up, and then the mom jumped out, and it was pretty frightful. Initially, and I only watched it that one time. I was like, that's enough, and I shared it, and blah blah blah. Um, and some friends chimed in about that, and I totally get that, Mama Bear, get that. Okay. The thing is, less than 24 hours later, a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, I've worked with him at Qualcomm for 5 years, I think it was, and super funny guy, very smart. And he's like, hey guys, if you posted this video, please take it down. This is my friend. I've known him forever, and this is not him. So, of course, I'm like, what? So I read the article he posted, and of course, the only thing it says is how the mom said in the report his friend grabbed the kid or reached in the car to grab the kid, and that did not happen. So if you want to go back, I changed the post to just me, so you're not going to see it, because I'm a little embarrassed that I would, do something like that just off the cuff, off of emotion, instead of checking. But anyway, I did. So if you could Google it if you want to see the video for yourself, what I'm talking about. And yeah, clearly he didn't. And it was a case of mistaken car identity. He thought it was his friend's car. And you know how, you know, Costco parking lots are pretty huge and everybody's got the same goddamn car. How many times have I approached a white Prius back when Aaron owned a white Prius? Several times. Wrong car. So, honest mistake turned into something, completely dangerous and scary. So I just wanted to clarify all that. He's a good guy, nice guy. He's not a pedo kidnapper guy. So just a honest mistake. So be careful out there, because you could be hurting someone that just made an honest mistake. Okay, so let's dive into some sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Um, this is the reason why I want to talk about sex because one, it's so awesome, right? No, seriously, it is because last week I kind of co-taught a hormones class and libido came up. The topic of libido came up, and I was like, man, we really do not talk about sex enough. We really don't. One, it's embarrassing, and two, we've kind of grown up. I think it's rooted in our DNA that we just can't talk about it, that it's so faux pas, that it's so like personal and intimate and da 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 da. And no, there are some health benefits, you guys. Oh my God. So I did some research on that because I was like, I'm hormones and menopause and all that is like knocking on my door. So I'm starting to research more and more of this stuff. And I just kind of want to share with you, or ask you, you guys, really, did your parents give you the talk? Like, did you have the talk with your parents? Show of hands. Oh, wait, I got to put my hand down. Not that I can see you, but no, my parents didn't. They didn't. Probably because I kind of beat them to the punch. I was about 5, 6 years old at the time. And I remember it just, I don't know, the question came to my mind, where did babies come from? So I asked my mom, where do babies come from? And she said, well, the mom and the dad love each other very much, and the dad plants the seed in the mom. The baby grows, and the mom has a baby. No more questions. I am totally content and satisfied with that answer. So no follow-up questions. I moved on and started, I don't know, playing whatever toy I was playing with again. Totally happy with that. Totally satisfied. Then fast forward, we have a babysitter come over, and she's a neighbor girl down the street, and she is just super amped. She's like, And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm so excited this year. This is the this school year. I get to take this class called sex education. And she was like, I mean, couldn't stop talking about it. Was so excited. And I'm like, ooh, I cannot wait for this sex education class because this girl is like really excited about it. Of course, I don't know what was said in the sex education class because I didn't like follow up with her. So what was the details? I just had to wait. So my whole school career, I had to wait because I don't know how old I was back then when she was like all excited about it. So finally, the moment arrives. I think it's the 10th grade is when you learn sex education. I'm super like, hey, here we go, and it turns out it's just biology. Okay, so we get to learn about the penis and the vagina and the menstrual cycle. So I get to see a drawing of a flaccid penis and its inside. I gotta learn all the bits to that. And then the vagina looks like a longhorn without the longhorns, and I get to learn all about that. And then the menstrual cycle, which actually was helpful information for me because my mom didn't talk about that stuff either. So luckily for me, I had an aunt and a grandmother that did talk about that stuff. So I had an idea of what that would look like when it finally happened. And it did on my birthday, on my 15th birthday. Uh, my parents said, what do you want to do for your birthday? I wanted to see a movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but we went, me and my sister, and I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the show. So I go and I'm like, oh, hello, surprise in underwear. Thank God they said something because I probably would have flipped out. So back to sex. Okay, so there's huge benefits to sex, huge benefits, because we're all dealing. We keep hearing in the news, pre-existing conditions, pre-existing conditions. Oh my God, yeah, that's really trending right now. So what can we do? There's this thing called proactive healthcare, or you might have heard it as functional medicine. Sorry, blah, blah. Functional medicine. You probably heard of that. There's all of these other names, and it's just basically, um, taking care of yourself proactively so you don't trigger all these pre-existing conditions or family history. You might have some family history with a lot of these things. So here's what sex. These are the benefits of sex. So get to it, people. It reduces your blood pressure. Oh my God, I have a pre-existing condition of that because if you remember, I talked about my preeclampsia. So yay, I'm helping reduce my blood pressure. It also boosts immunity. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, okay, get to it. Boost your immunity, people. That's like the most natural way to do it. Stop buying all that other stuff. Save your money. Just have sex. It also improves the mood. Well, yeah. I mean, come on. It also improves relationships, of course. And it also supports your mental well being. Yeah, of course. If it's done in a healthy environment, obviously. What else? Lots of studies, many studies. I love how people study sex. That cracks me up. So it has a protective effect as well on the cardiovascular health, especially in women. So this is a fun fact. I did not know this, but sexual activity lowers the risk of cardiovascular diseases for women, but it does the opposite for men. So for men, you want to talk to your doctor to find out how much sex is okay for you. And if you cannot get your junk up, you guys, like seriously, men, I'm talking to you specifically, if you cannot get your penis aroused or what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Um, you need to go check your doctor. Go talk to him or her, maybe him, about it because you want to rule out any heart problems because all that is like connected. Guess where the blood comes from? Your heart. And if it's not functioning correctly, it's not going to get the blood down there. And then you're like, so stop getting the blue pill, please, and work on your heart and or at least rule that out at least. Okay, so what else can we talk about? So I found all this information on the medical news today. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm on their email list too. So there was a 2016 study and measured blood pressure in older women. Um, and what am I writing here? Yeah, so women who are satisfied are going to have less, reduce their blood pressure It also affects the libido, obviously. What else it does? Boost the immune system. So yeah, if you 1 or 2 times a week, uh, the immunoglobulin A, which is an antibody found in it's IgA. It's an antibody. It's found in the muscle tissue, nose, and vagina tissue. So that does that. So that's what it's boosting. It reduces prostate cancer. That makes sense because you're clearing out all that junk, right? It reduces stress. It relieves it. That is so right on. So what it does, it brings the cortisol levels back to normal, and it helps improve sleep because sleep and stress are all related, you guys, and you need to get your 7 and 8 hours of sleep. So sex releases oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins, and these are all important things that you need. And but you got to be careful with dopamine because dopamine is very addictive, like checking your phone 100 times. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to like limit that. I'm trying to be mindful. Have you seen the thing on Netflix about the social? I think it's called Social Distortion. Eye opener. Go watch that. Um, yeah, I already kind of knew a lot of like what was going on with that, but still mind blowing. Um, what else? So yeah, incorporate sex as part of your exercise routine. Oh my God, like why didn't I think of that? So yeah, once a week if you can. I mean, I know life happens, but yeah, if you can get it in once a week, and then you do a cardio, and then I do yoga, meditation. That's 4 right there. I'm done for the week. So super easy peasy, right? So yes, talk about sex. Okay, so funny story. My mom got a little. She likes to learn from television. So when back in the late '80s, early '90s, there was this show called Designing Women. Okay, I'm sure you're familiar with that. Southern women, interior designers in Atlanta, Georgia. And one of the characters, I think her name was Mary Jo, the Annie Potts character, she has a daughter that is dating age, and they're all like talking about what are you going to do about her and sex, da 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 da. And she's like, I'm just going around telling her, don't have sex, don't have sex, don't have sex, don't have sex. Like she was like subliminally doing that around her daughter. And my mom thought that was hysterical. So she incorporated that into her parenting skills, and she would constantly tell me and my sister don't have sex in the most like weird times. We all thought it was funny and clever and loved every minute of it. So wanted to tell you guys about that. And then yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, never had the conversation with my parents, just didn't, and that's okay. What else? So yeah, you should have this conversation with your kids. Let's talk about oils and products that can help you with your libido. Maybe you just need a little extra. Okay, so first one we're going to talk about. There we go. Passion. Passion. My video. I know because the kids are on their online school. How's that going for you? Uh, God, I can't keep up with it. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays. We always fall behind. Okay, that's with Erica, not with Ian. He's good. All right, so this is an inspiring blend. It has fractionated coconut oil, cardamom. Who knew cardamom would like get your libido? Cinnamon, clover. Those are immune boosters. Jasmine, and a little vanilla. I think it smells amazing. I have not used it, but my cousin, she was the one that introduced Passion to me. She's tried it, and she's like, "Ooh, let me tell you, bedroom was a rockin'." And I was like, "Okay, that's okay." And then the other one, this one highly recommended for libido. You just apply. This is the rose touch. You apply across the abdomen. I myself, the reason I got this, it was a BOGO, so I got 2 oils with this one. And the reason I got this, it's $70 wholesale. I know, pricey, but it's rose oil. You know how many pounds of petals it takes to make just a 5 milliliter? And this is the 10 milliliter roller touch. So there's a more fractionated coconut oil than anything else. So anyway, it takes a lot, and that's why it's pricey. And I figured since I can't go out and get the services, the pampering done to me by going out and getting it from someone else, I decided to get the rose, and I pamper myself with it because man, it smells good. It's rose. Okay, so How do I use it? I don't put it across my abdomen, to be honest with you. I put clary sage and peace across my abdomen before bed with a little bit of cypress to help out with my incontinence. Because, yeah, I had that too. And that was a spoiler for sex as well. But I got over that and we're all good now. So, yeah, I use this in my facial routine for you, those of y'all that like to want to pamper yourself during these stressful times. I wash my face and then I just roll it right all over my face. And I do use another, I made my own blend. It's a frankincense touch that I added Monica and Melissa. So it's a threesome on my face. How funny is that? And then I add the rose at the end and the moisturizer, and it's just like heaven, you guys. Heaven on earth. Okay. So those are the two. Those are the two. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's others. But those are the two that we talk about the most when it comes to libido. So get your sexy on, y'all. Get your sexy on. Come on, get to it. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up on a nice note. Oh, what is it, Copper? Hold on, you guys. He's like upset about something. What is it? Did you lose something? There's nothing there. I don't see anything. I don't see anything, buddy. All right, well, we'll figure it out later. Just give me 5 more minutes and I'll help you, okay? It's okay. Oh, he's getting upset. Anyway, so kindness. I want to talk about kindness goes a long way. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible so I can take care of this dog. So I don't know what his problem is. Here, look, go in here. Do you see? Do you see? Stand by, you guys. I'm so sorry. Hold on. What's the matter? Oh, I see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot I'm mic here. There. Okay, his ball was wedged underneath, like wet. Oh man, I hurt myself. I got a bobo. So, kindness. Let's talk about kindness. It goes a long way. Okay, so fun story. I got assigned to the little elementary school to hand out the free lunches, the grab and goes. Fuck, that hurt. And we had a gentleman, older gentleman. I think he's a grandfather. He showed up to get lunches for his daughter. Now we have to ask the parents, even though they're in their cars driving up to get the lunches, to put on their mask because we're outside. Yeah, we're outside, but we can't really do the 6 feet. It's really hard because we're passing out lunches. So we put the stuff on a cart and we roll the cart up to the car and they grab it and go. But they still need their mask. So I spent like almost the whole week going, mask, mask. So this guy, I tell him, put on your mask and then we'll give you your lunch. He's like, okay. So he finds the mask and he just starts having trouble with it. Like he gets it on one ear and then gets it on the other ear and it falls off the other ear and then he gets it back on the other ear, falls off, and then he gets mad and takes the whole thing off and does all this. He's having a tantrum in the car. Here's the best part of the story, you guys. So I'm looking at the mask and I'm thinking, is this his mask? It might be a little too small and that's why he's having problems with it. And then I look a little closer and it has cannabis leaves drawn on it. And I'm thinking, I wanted to tell him so bad, sir, you might want to take that mask home, roll it up and smoke it because you are losing your goddamn mind over getting this mask on and it's not worth it. So eventually he got it on and we gave him his lunch and he's like super pissed. And as he's rolling away, I say, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Because I was like, oh God, this poor guy. I don't know what happened before him coming there, but he's just having a bad day. So seeing him every day after that, and he's all, he's got his mask on, but he's in a pissy mood. We give him his lunch and drives off. About the end of the week, he has what I think is his granddaughters, twin girls, super adorable and cute. They're in the back seat. And one of them smiles at me like this. And I'm like, oh my goodness, big old missing teeth, right? So I'm like, oh, did you lose some teeth? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, did the tooth fairy come? Did you make a lot of money? Where are you going to spend it? And so we're doing all that. And of course, I can't hear anything she's saying, but she's super excited. She lost her tooth and she's happy. And I'm like, well, you have a good weekend. She takes off. And the next week comes and he, has his granddaughters. They're excited. They had some, and then the following week, so my last week, right? Okay, before I'm on call this week. So last week, he shows up with the twin girls and they have these little dolls and they have these fantastic hair and it's all different colors. And I'm like, you guys, I love your doll's hair. It's so cool. And they're like, thank you. And they're all happy. Friday, Okay, our busiest day. Okay, because we're handing out tampons and pads and to the students for free to help with the district. You know, it's just a little extra we like to do, helping them out. And that was an uptick of people asking for lunches. So we handed out 500 lunches at the school, and he showed up. Best mood I've ever seen in the 3 weeks I was working there. Oh my God, totally completely different guy. He was so happy. He was like, Happy Friday. You guys have a great weekend. Totally different person. So, in conclusion, kindness goes a long way. You just have to say that one nice thing and just be consistent, and they'll come around, and I don't know, love will come right back at you. All right, that's all I'm going to share with you today, you guys. I am teaching a class, proactive healthcare class, because doTERRA, super smart people, they get it. They get that there's a lot of products and oils, and they all do different things, and everybody's different, so we don't know what's going to work on you, and it's overwhelming. It's a lot. And they're trying to help us wellness advocates, as well as, you guys, the customer, to kind of narrow this shit down, to just focus on the three things that, people turn to over and over. And that's immunity, have sex, that's mind and mood, which, with everything going on, we all kind of need a little sanity in our life. And then the third wellness program is relief, pain management. So if you're dealing with some serious pain, or just tired of being, in pain, starting October 1st, there's going to be some awesome wellness kits. I hate to call them that, but that's what they are. So they come in these cute little bags, you guys. Oh my God, different colors. This is blue, there's a dark blue and orange one. And this is the mind and mood. And it comes with adaptive capsules. I can't live without those. Balance, definitely can't live without that. And it has the adaptive touch. Use that frequently. I still have the one from convention, the first one. So they go a long way, you guys. I know you're like, oh, it's a lot of money, but they last forever. So you just spend the money one time. And then it comes with this cute little Balance travel deodorant as well. And that's the first one you get October 1st after you place your order. And then they give you another one with different products and oils that help with your mind and body, or your mind and mood. So I'm going to be teaching a class about all that on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's a Facebook Live event, so you'll probably get a notification. Doing it over on Simple Abundant Facebook page. So if you're not following that page, let me know. I'll get you invited in. So, because I don't want you to miss out on this stuff, because it's super, super. I think it's going to come in handy big time for you guys. All right. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I've got stuff to do. Copper's freaking out again over the stupid ball, and I'm gonna take care of my finger. I hold it. I got boo boo. I kiss it. Okay, so yeah. See you guys next week. Have an amazing week. Show some kindness. Have some slacks. Pencil it in. Just put it on the calendar. SEX with whoever. I don't care. I'm not gonna judge. Have it with yourself. If you can't find a partner, just do it yourself. It's the best anyway, right? It's the best way. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye, everybody. Take care. I love you. And have lots of sex.